Ever wondered how often your mind becomes your own biggest enemy? Often we find ourselves tethered, not by the physical chains of the world, but by the intangible shackles of our own minds. This, my friends, is what we call mental self-sabotage, a predicament that can sometimes be more limiting than any external barrier. Mental self-sabotage is when our minds, in an attempt to protect us, end up restricting us. It's when those little voices of doubt creep in, whispering words of caution, convincing us that we are not good enough, that we will fail, or that our dreams are simply too ambitious to be realized. It's the mind erecting walls of fear and self-doubt that can make a mountain out of a molehill. Let's consider an example. Imagine a talented individual who dreams of starting their own business. They have a brilliant idea, the skills, and the drive to make it happen. But just as they're about to take the leap, those voices start whispering again. What if you fail? What if you lose everything? Maybe you're not cut out for this after all. And just like that, they find themselves paralyzed by their own thoughts, unable to take that crucial step forward. This fear of failure, this self-doubt, is not unique to budding entrepreneurs. It lurks in the minds of many, preventing them from pursuing their passions, from stepping out of their comfort zones, from realizing their full potential. It's the voice that tells the artist their work isn't good enough. The voice that convinces the writer that no one will read their book. The voice that assures the athlete they can't win the race. The mind, a powerful tool, can become a formidable foe. But remember, you hold the reins. It's up to you to decide whether you allow your mind's fears and doubts to hold you back, or whether you choose to challenge them, to push past them, and to ultimately break free from this mental bondage. What if you could unmask this invisible enemy within you? Imagine if you could identify and overcome the very limitations that have been holding you back from achieving your true potential. This enemy is not external, but rather it is within us. It's called self-sabotage. Self-sabotage takes various forms and often operates stealthily under the radar of our awareness. One of the most common forms is procrastination. We've all been there, haven't we? The task at hand seems daunting, so we keep delaying it, telling ourselves we will do it tomorrow. But as we all know, tomorrow never comes. This is not laziness. It's a fear-based response, a fear of failure or even success. Then there's self-medication, another form of self-sabotage. This doesn't necessarily mean turning to drugs or alcohol. It could be as simple as overeating, binge-watching television, or excessive social media use. These behaviors numb our feelings and provide temporary relief from our fears and anxieties. But in the long run, they only serve to keep us trapped in a cycle of self-destructive behavior. Lastly, let's talk about comfort zone confinement. It's human nature to seek comfort and avoid discomfort. So we tend to stick to what we know, even if it's not fulfilling or beneficial in the long run. This fear of the unknown, of stepping out of our comfort zones, keeps us from exploring new opportunities and experiences. These behaviors, though they seem harmless, stem from the fear of the unknown and the fear of stepping out of our comfort zones. They keep us stuck in a self-defeating cycle, hindering our growth and potential. But here's the good news. The first step to overcoming self-sabotage is recognizing it. Once we become aware of these behaviors and understand their underlying fears, we can start to address them. We can challenge and change our self-defeating thoughts and behaviors. To conquer self-sabotage, first, recognize it. Awareness is the first step towards liberation. Are you ready to shatter these invisible chains? It's time to explore practical ways to overcome self-sabotage, ways that can lead us to a life of freedom and abundance. One of the most effective techniques is positive self-talk. It's the conversations you have with yourself, the affirmations you repeat. Instead of saying, "I can't do this," say, "I can and I will." This shift in language can have a profound effect on your mindset and actions. It's about replacing self-doubt with self-assurance, fear with courage. Next, let's talk about setting realistic goals. When you set goals that are achievable, you build a bridge between your dreams and reality. Start with small steps, celebrate your progress, and then set your sights on the next milestone. Remember, Rome wasn't built in a day, and neither will your empire be. However, in this journey, you may encounter setbacks. Embrace these moments of failure. They are not signs of defeat, but opportunities for growth. Each failure teaches you something new, bringing you one step closer to success. So don't shy away from failure. Instead, learn from it and move forward. Now, let's shine a light on the importance of self-compassion. It's about treating yourself with the same kindness and understanding that you would offer a friend in a similar situation. When you stumble, don't be harsh on yourself. Instead, remind yourself that it's okay to make mistakes. It's okay to be human. Above all, remember to be patient. Breaking free from the chains of your mind is not a sprint, but a marathon. It takes time to unlearn old habits and to forge new paths. So give yourself the time you need to grow, to evolve, to become the person you aspire to be. Freedom from the mind's bondage is not an event, but a process. Start today. You have the power to liberate yourself from the limitations of your mind. All it takes is the will to begin. So are you ready to break free? Imagine the boundless potential you could unlock if you harnessed the power of your mind. The mind is a powerful tool, an infinite expanse of thoughts, ideas, and potential waiting to be tapped into. Each one of us is gifted with this power, but few of us truly understand how to harness it. When you liberate your mind, you pave the way for personal and professional growth. Imagine a seed, planted in fertile soil and nourished with the right amount of sunshine and water. Given the right conditions, that seed will flourish into a beautiful plant. Similarly, a mind that is free from self-imposed restrictions and negative thinking can nurture ideas and ambitions into fruition. A positive mindset is like the sunshine that the seed needs to grow. It illuminates your path, making obstacles seem less daunting and success more achievable. The power of positive thinking is not just a catchy phrase, it's a proven concept backed by science. Optimism boosts our resilience, improves our health, and increases our overall happiness. It makes us more open to new experiences and more willing to take the risks necessary for success. Increased confidence is another benefit of a liberated mind. The mind's chains often manifest as self-doubt and insecurity, but when these chains are broken, we can truly believe in our abilities and potential. Confidence is not just about feeling good about ourselves. It's about setting ambitious goals and having the courage to pursue them. When we trust our abilities, we are more likely to take on challenges and persevere in the face of adversity. Harnessing the power of your mind also increases your propensity for success. The brain is like a muscle. The more you exercise it, the stronger it gets. When you actively engage your mind, whether it's through learning new skills, solving problems, or creating, you're building mental strength and flexibility. This mental agility is a key ingredient for success in a rapidly changing world. Your mind is the key to your success. Use it wisely. It's a powerful tool waiting to be used. The power of your mind is as boundless as the universe itself. Tap into it, harness it, and watch as doors of opportunity swing wide open. Now that you know the secret, what are you waiting for? This question should echo in your mind, stirring up the courage to begin a journey of self-discovery and liberation. Remember, the journey to mental freedom is not one to be postponed. It's a journey that begins the moment you decide to take control of your mind, to break free from the limitations and self-sabotage that have held you back for so long. Think about it like this. Every moment that you delay is a moment you rob yourself of the freedom to explore your true potential. Procrastination, doubt, fear, these are the chains that bind your mind. But you now hold the key to unlock these chains. You have the power to liberate your mind, to free yourself from the bondage of self-limitation and self-sabotage. In this journey, patience is your ally. Change won't happen overnight. It's a gradual process, a series of small steps leading towards a bigger goal. So be patient with yourself. Understand that every step you take, no matter how small, is a victory in itself. Don't rush the process, enjoy the journey. And remember, self-compassion is vital. You will stumble, you will fall, but don't be too harsh on yourself. Embrace your failures, for they are not a sign of weakness, but proof that you are trying, that you are moving, that you are breaking free. But most importantly, remember that the journey is as important as the destination. It's not just about the end goal, but also about the transformation that takes place within you as you journey towards mental liberation. It's about the strength you gain, the wisdom you acquire, and the person you become. So, take the first step today. Begin the journey towards mental liberation. Don't wait for the perfect moment, for there is no such thing. The perfect moment is now. The perfect moment is always now. Embrace the power of your mind. Unlock your true potential. Liberate yourself.